How are you today?
Getting you?
Good. My name is D'Angelo from Next Level 24/7, representing LHBLA.org.
Mhm.
Thank you for coming today.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
No problem. No problem. This is the start of our new vlog series where we're just doing spotlights of people in our Lincoln Heights community. And,
Mhm.
we like to just have some fun today. And
Yes, so we're called the Monarca Bakery, and we're located in Lincoln Heights, where it's Daly and Broadway. And we have 12 locations. We started in since 2006 in Huntington Park. That was our first location that started. The reason why it started is because our two co-founders, Alfredo and Ricardo, met in Stanford University at their master program for business,
uh
and they came from Mexico to study abroad over here. So they met up being the minority group, and they realized when they were here in the United States that a lot of Mexican bread was missing. And so they thought, like, this is a great way for us to start something new, to have something available for our community that they don't have here and they have home. So as like a way for them to start their own venture, they were like, let's bring our favorite breads here. So they started bringing bread, different products of breads, different product cookies, different products of coffee. Like for example, Café de Olla is one of our biggest hits. And back then in 2006, the demand of Café de Olla was high, but there was no providers. So we found a way to create a Café de Olla here with the products from Mexico still, and make it an LA based, and that's how we started. Little by little, we started bringing different stores. They started in the recession,
hmm
so it was a kind of a risk taking moment for them, where they believed so much in their product and their community to bring this to their community.
uh
And this is now how it's history. How we have 12 locations,
Wow.
and Lincoln Heights is our newest store. We started in Lincoln Heights last year.
You started last year?
Yes,
Wow, that's amazing. So how is the feedback from the neighbors in Lincoln Heights?
it's it's very comfortable and positive vibes. Like, it's amazing. I'm myself part of the Northeast LA area, so
Yeah.
I grew up in Lincoln Heights. So for me, for the moment to see that we finally were getting a location here in this area,
Yes.
I was amazed because I was also going to college, and I saw the need of a coffee area here, a coffee place to have an open area to study, to do group meetings, to
Wow.
do business meetings with others. And so when I saw this was opening, and it was my last year of college too, so I was just like, okay, I'm not going to get to enjoy it, but I know other people will. And as soon as we open our doors, we realized the need of that community that needed that. And that's one thing that our co-founders really focus on. They want to focus in areas that they don't have that. They don't have an area, an open space area for them to feel comfortable and to be able to venture into new area zones in their future, in using the space. So as soon as we start opening the store, we saw a lot of tutoring sessions there. We saw a lot of other business people meeting other people from like local areas, and we've become so involved with the community that we started a partnership with USC in that area that is focusing in El Sereno, Lincoln Heights, and Boyle Heights. And with that partnership, we've been able to even expand more on other community members. So we've been supporting a lot the local library near that is 2 streets away from us, on do, giving away information on our social media platforms. Also, the schools around there, we've been trying to help them out, or even the health workers around there as well, giving them a discount. So we've been able to maintain this area as safe as possible and as comfortable as possible for all our communities. So it's been a very positive response to us from that community. And as me being a formal member from this community, I'm even more excited for it.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for being a great bridge to so many surrounding communities around as well. It started from one vision and they had, now it's like it's a domino effect. Everyone loves the service. And I actually, I admire the big space and the breathing room that you guys have in
Mhm.
your bakery. It's not really common. You can have like, a place where you, like you said, you can have a meeting, you can have a chill out date, just to have a nice coffee break. you can just have different varieties, not just a quick sit in, you get rushed, or you feel like you're
Yes.
crammed. High ceilings.
Yeah, and that's exactly actually it was funny because I interviewed a student that was there sitting, and I thought it was kind of before the pandemic happened, so it was interesting to me to see because they had opened a new location for Tierra Mia near, and I know that's a more hip area for a younger audience. And so I asked him because I saw him sitting and he sat next to me. He was like, "Can I sit next to you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead. We share the table, it's fine." And he didn't know I was from La Monarca, of course.
Mm.
And I started asking, "Can I ask you a question?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Can I ask how come you chose to be here instead of Tierra Mia? I know you know Tierra Mia because a lot of young people know that." He's like,
Mhm.
"It's just I felt not comfortable." And I was like, "What do you mean not comfortable?" It's like, "Yeah, well, I have a background in being from Mexico too," and he was like, um, "This area I feel so comfortable. I have a space to study, and I need to study for my exams and." The high ceilings, the neutral colors, the non-loud noises, but the music, even bringing you back to our roots, because we play a lot of Spanish artists. Indie
Mhm.
Spanish artists are upcoming. Um, and he was like, and the big open space area with big tables. This is what I need. And when you guys open, I've been here all the time because
Oh,
this is the area that I find comfort. Like I feel like my home, and that's one thing that we always want to pursue to have our guests feel like they're at our Monarca casita. It's nowhere different from your home, just an emptier space for you to feel more comfortable.
yes. Wow. Thank you. That's very cool. We definitely feel that when we walk into the space. It feels like a food version of Apple. You know, that
Yeah.
yeah. So many great menu items. What is your favorite?
My favorite, oh, I have so many. It's a
Mhm.
little hard when you work there. But my favorite's the Café de Olla. It's something since I was small that I was connected to, and was the first time I tried for La Monarca, and I've been working for La Monarca now for it's gonna be 4 years this year.
Congratulations.
Um, Thank you. Um, it was very transformative in the sense that I came here when I was 3 years old, so I know have no a lot of history from Mexico. But I do have certain memories with my grandma, and when I tasted the café de olla, it reminded me of my back to my roots, back to my history, to my connection. And the café de olla is so smooth, and it's cinnamon coffee,
Mm-hmm.
so it's very sweet but not too sweet, and it's concentrated enough. So when I try the café de olla la monaca, because I've tried other areas,
Mm-hmm.
that became my favorite
Wow.
automatically. My mom every day when I come from home, she's like, "Do you have a café de olla with you?" Because it's become my favorite and now my household favorite. I even got a customer because we have clients not only in Lincoln Heights but all over USA, and our product gets sold all over USA. And I had a person from Washington D.C. tell me. Um, can you send me more café de olla as soon as possible because I literally have my bag, and when my family or friends come in, it's gone. I gave it away because they love it so much. So he ends up ordering another one. So to me, I feel like that's why a lot of people have connection to that product is not only it's so good, delicious, but it connects a lot to our history, and it's a way with other cultures get introduced to the Mexican culture as well. So that and also our flan is so delicious. That's a dessert cake
Yes.
that is very popular in the Mexican traditions. And usually they're very sweet,
Mm-hmm.
but ours is creamy. It's different from the ones from the other areas around here, like markets, supermarkets, and everything sell,
Mm-hmm.
because they concentrated so much on the concentration how it's in Mexico. So that I fell in love with it. That one always have to stay away from it. Um, and then also our conchas. Our conchas are very delicious. I know it's a product that is very famously known in our culture and in our even in American culture. Um, but I always thought like what's the difference between La Monarca and the supermarket? The price is very different as well. But the only big difference is that we don't use no preservatives on our items at all.
Mm.
None of no extra artificial ingredients to last longer the product because we wanted to focus that our health is priority compared to everything else. So that's why our price is a little high, but that's one thing our co-founders wanted to focus on making sure that our products were not just a memory to our culture and introduce into others, but something healthier option that no one has yet. So
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you stay true to the culture, stay true to your original brand focus. The quality speaks for itself because you made to have country orders all around the country. So that leads
Yeah,
to my next question. With this recent pandemic and COVID-19 going on, has that impacted your business at all?
it has. It really has, but we've seen it as a positive instead. It pushed us in being more mobile friendly and online friendly. And not only that, it tested us exactly to know what our community needs.
Yes.
So not only are we noticed that our Lincoln Heights was in need of a supermarket area, and then back then in the beginning of the pandemic, there was no toilet paper, there was no milk, eggs. So we saw a demand in our communities that they needed, and we found a way to create our stores into little markets. So in the
Mhm.
beginning of the pandemic, we contact many vendors. Hey, is there any way you could help us? Because we really want to provide this to our community. Everyone's in need of this, and we want to make sure that they don't have to go miles away to find milk. They could just go around the corner. And we put it at a price that it's affordable for everyone because we know the income situation in all our communities. And so we made it into little markets, and it was amazing to see how our store became a little whole market. A lot of people were going to our market, little Monarca market, buying eggs, buying milk, buying toilet paper. We even put it on Postmates in case anyone needed near. So it was incredible to see the demand of the community and that we were able to fulfill it in a positive way.
That's amazing.
Uh, yeah, and we got so much feedback from that from our community members in Lincoln Heights. A lot of people were like, "We're so happy that you're able to provide this for us," because we couldn't find any toilet paper. And I was like, and we were like, "This is what we're here for, to help our community," and we saw that need. And then also, luckily, we were already online. We were kind of already with Postmates, DoorDash, sending packages on around the U.S. And this just helped us push us in learning how to do the online ordering systems.
Mhm.
So we were able to implement it really early on with Square, our online ordering for pickup and curbside, and not only that, but the Los Angeles County helping us in providing those pickup areas for a moment with a sign that really helped us and be able to be safer for our community and keeping that social distancing. So delivery apps, the online ordering in person, pickup to go, and curbside assistance was projects that we have learned that have empowered us and become stronger, more stronger for our community. And yeah, so that's how we were affected by the pandemic. Our sales did go a little lower because we are a lot of foot traffic, but we did see an increment in our online services and online needs. So we were happy that we were able to quickly switch that button for them. Like compared to portals, portals took a little longer because they were not in any delivery apps and they barely had put up drive-through sections in some of their stores.
Mhm.
Luckily that we were already there for them, we were able to do that for our community, and it was amazing. I thought it was amazing seeing toilet paper given away in a Postmates order,
So cool.
or even a cake. So some celebrations were something really hit hard in the COVID-19. Well, it was there in it, but it was really hard for people to celebrate. So we saw an increment on sales on our cakes, and it was amazing to see people posting us and tagging us and still celebrating with others in a virtual way with our cakes. We got this customer. She was not from Lincoln Heights, but she was from, I believe she was from Commerce area. She got 5 cakes from us, from different
Whoa.
people on our Postmates app. Yeah. And because they wanted to make sure that she felt comfortable, and that was early on in March. They wanted to make sure that she was feel comfortable and safe, and a reminder that things are positive no matter what's going on in the world.
So you all are
So
doing smiles, food, tissue, anything that
yeah,
we needed in the community.
yeah,
You're more than just a bakery cafe. You're providing social impact, and that's what makes you guys so cool.
yes.
You know? So, with all these different streams of new income coming in from internet and things like that, have you had to reach out to government grants or SBA loans or things of that sort?
Yeah, so it was a little hard for us to maintain open. Right in the moment when everything started happening, we decided as the company to make sure that our corporate hours and corporate team was not so involved, in a sense that we cut off all our salaries 0.5%. So all our hours were 0.5% to make sure that our stores maintain open, and not only that, for our employees, maintain open for them. Because we know the need that our employees need this job the most, and also the community needed these places to be open. So we took the decision of having all our corporate hours cut in half. Everyone's salary, even our co-founders, didn't get paid over this period. They were like, we need to be here for the community first. And so we took that initiative decision. And then within, we believe about 3, 4 weeks ago, when after the whole government decided to have more help for small businesses, because we're still very small business. We look big outside, but internally we're very small still. Um, and we were able to apply to a loan, and we luckily we got accepted, and then from that was able to even more adventure out in new possibilities for our store. So we put up our store hours more opening now for our community, um, and a little bit of stuff that we needed to take care of, like product. We were able to get more products, so that loan really helped us a lot. We got the business loan off of an Arizona bank.
Yeah,
Luckily, we were able to do that, and we were very grateful. We were super grateful for that, and yeah, it was all smiles.
yeah, that's
It was,
very good. Yeah,
yeah, it was a
I
little
know
hard.
because
It
that's
was
something new for
scary.
her.
Yeah, it was a very scary moment in the beginning because we didn't know how this was going to impact it, and we were seeing all of our other friends from other businesses closing down because they were sitting in restaurant places, and we're kind of like a restaurant slash to go area.
Yeah.
So we knew that when our space, we weren't able to have it open for our community that they needed. So
Mm-hmm.
we're like, okay, well, at least we need to do it to go kind of system, and for us to be able to transition that fast. The pandemic did hit us at least, I would say, a 25% of ourselves or more,
Mm-hmm.
but we were able to maintain open. So yeah, that's the grant really helped us right now.
That's very good.
I mean the loan, sorry, it wasn't the grant.
Oh, oh yeah, you got to pay it back, but it's
Yeah,
definitely worth it once you be able to utilize it for the capital resources that you need to allocate it to.
yeah, and also luckily since we had a partnership with USC and other partnerships like the radio stations and Walt Disney Hall, and Hollywood Bowl from prior year that we were working on with them. They were able to help us a lot during the beginning of the pandemic in spreading awareness of our stores. So we were suffering to make sure that our community knew that we were open.
Yeah.
So we were lucky to be able to communicate to all our other partners that we partnered before and ask them, hey, we need a little help right now. Can you please post us out and mention us that we're open?
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing to see that outcome in within a week of how much people were reposting us, and influencers that have visited us before, and we were like, hey, you visited us before, can you please give us a little shout out that we're open? And they're like, yeah, of course, like, because we have areas that are like in Hollywood that there have a lot of people with influence background and production background, background. So we were able to ask them like, hey, this is a time we always are thankful for you supporting us, but this is a time we really need your support. Is there any way you could share us? A share is just fine. And we saw about, I think it was 100 shares within a week
Oh,
of how many people were supporting us, and it was amazing to see that impact that our community was supporting us a lot.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
You're deeply with the community, so I'm not surprised. Your heart goes far. Your original purpose of even doing this was to connect with people, to give them something that they're not used to. And
yeah,
especially at a time like this when everything is unprecedented, as they say, you never know what to expect for people to show up for you guys. I give kudos to that, and I can't wait to myself come down and just try some of that. You know,
yeah.
get a taste.
You'll love it, trust me.
That's cool. So, how else have you found creative ways to motivate your employees at this time? You know.
Yeah, so we have a chat within Slack that is a retail chat, we call it. That's an area where we constantly keep updated within our stores and our employees. And through that chat, we've always sent motivational quotes to them, especially during the beginning of the pandemic. It was very scary. So a lot of our corporate team as a group and as everyone together, we decided to put in messages that will help us see the future in a positive way. And every time we saw good sales coming up, like we were amazed at the sales for Mother's Day. It was the first time we ever gotten sold out from compared from last year and the years before. And we shared all this amazing emails from guests, a lot of reviews from our guests, um, even insights from people going inside the store in our chat. So people our employees realize how important they are to the community, how impactful they are, and that's one thing we always share with them, that you might think a smile doesn't make a difference, but that smile makes a big difference. And I even got an email once from a customer saying, "Thank you so much for you guys being open. Um, I was in need of a cake for a birthday, and I saw your guys' store open for a cake slice of cake. So she bought a cake slice for the birthday celebration, and then after, because of that, she fell in love with our brand, and she was like, "I am so thankful for you guys to be open because I was able to do something with my kids."
Wow.
And that email, I shared it with our group, and the response from our employees has been very positive, very lovable. It's crazy to see how connected we are, how close we are, and since the beginning, we were trying to make sure that our employees were safe. Like our priority was that they were safe and our guests were safe. So we were scrambling around with different vendors, trying to find a way to find masks for them, for gloves for them, sanitizing stuff for them, and sanitizer gels. We even thought of like creating our own sanitizer because we saw it
Yeah.
was so hard to get it, but we wanted to make sure all our employees had their safety was first. And then we got creative on how to make things safer for us. Um, because we were, of course, short in money, and because our sales had impacted a lot, and we didn't get the loan yet. So it was hard for us to be able to do that quickness that every other business did, where you could put that big plastic thing in front of you
Yeah.
which costs us a lot of money. And we have 12 stores, so it was really hard for us. So we found ways to get creative and make it safe for for our guests and for our employees. Um, and now, of course, we're in the process of changing that so we can become even more safer because now that we got the loan. But that's
Yeah.
what's amazing about a Monarca family within, that we all help each other out. We have our employees ask, like, we always ask them, what are your creative thoughts? What do you want to see? What do you want to change? And we let sometimes our stores get creative. And on Mother's Day, even on all the cupcakes, each store had different decorations on them because we wanted to make sure that they're part of us, even if they're outside in the front lines too. We wanted to make sure that they feel comfortable and safe and creative, because we saw a very positive mentality into the future.
Wow. You A plus plus. You guys
Thanks.
are off the Richter's charts. So cool. Um, so you got everything from your employees motivated, you got customers coming back. Anything special you like to say to those loyal customers who shouted you out, who, continue to come in and support you through hard times?
Yeah, and even because we knew it was really hard right now with the money situation and having food, we had our stores being even like all the products like paper, toilet, all that stuff, our employees were able to also get it. So that was one thing that we were grateful to be able to do this Monarca markets at our stores, that it wasn't only helping our community, but it was helping our employees to have the necessities that they needed at home.
Wow.
So yeah, it's to us, we see the pandemic as a positive thing. It's something that we learned and we adjusted to, and now we just can't wait to see when things get a little bit back to normal, how everything's gonna be.
So you sent a good message out to your community. You said, hey, no
Yeah.
matter what, you can always trust in us. Huh?
Yes. Yes. You could trust in us, and we're here for you.
I love that. I love that. That's cool. So let me see one more question. Well, since you are in Lincoln Heights and we run the bid, we
Mhm.
would like to know, how have you seen or any adjustments in the safety or cleanliness around the area?
It was. I. We saw a very different Lincoln Heights for sure. Usually, it's a very working a community where a lot of people tend to travel to different areas to work. So we have the metro system bus in front of us. So usually around 5 o'clock, we get all the workers in to
Mm,
our stores, and we saw a really great impact where a lot of the workers who were traveling out were not there, and so we saw how a lot of people did maybe lose their jobs, and that's why we wanted to make sure that our stores were safe for them to be able to have the necessities they have. And the safetiness, I we didn't see much change. That was a good thing. That I guess because people were less out, it was a little bit more safer, and we didn't get any vandalizing during that time. I know, I know other areas in Northeast LA, there were a little bit hot areas where a
mhm.
lot of um, crime was being made after hours, but in Lincoln Heights, it was positive. There was nothing like that. Everything seemed to be more normal, just no one out much. And I did see the change of the population go from in March to like, because I remember visiting the store within the second week of the COVID-19, and it was about still 80% out of people. And then when I visited again, I think 2 weeks after, I saw a big decrease in number, about like 30% only people.
Mm,
And it was really hard to us to see how the stores around us were closed. And I know Lincoln Heights has a lot of small businesses from people who are from Lincoln Heights community. So we were trying to find a way to support them in any way we can. Um, I believe we even made a kind of a connection with our 99-cent store next to us to make sure that they're safe as well and provide food for them if they need it. Um, so the safetiness, I would say that it was very safe still. And Lincoln Heights has always been safe. It's never been a problematic city since I was small, and it's always been a diverse community. So yeah, I think it's been safe. Nothing has changed much. Just the population that is not out there, and we hope to be there for our community when everything goes back to a little bit more to normal, and
mm,
providing those jobs for them too if they need it, um, because we know that a lot of people did lose their jobs in that area, since a lot of them were not really considered essential workers.
yes.
Um, so I know a lot of people did lose their job.
Mm. Wow. You're always looking for new ways to keep the community going. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. So,
We want to make sure everyone feels comfortable and safe in our area, and we want to be part of the community, and that's always one of our goals, being part of the community. And we have our values of humility, being part of the community, be honest, be happy, be everything that you can for the community. So because they see us at a place to come in and to feel comfortable and to be safe, and for us to be there for them. So that's always our main priorities at any other stores. We want to make sure that our guests are comfortable. And whenever we do receive a certain email or something that we need to change, we try to adjust to that change because we want to make sure that our guests are first.
you're doing a great job. Put
Thank
this
you.
out. So, the wrap up question, is there
Mhm.
anything our business improvement district can do at the moment to assist you all, in areas of your business, from resources to anything you may think of?
Yes, just basically connecting us more to more community members around the Lincoln Heights area. I know we have been successful, but we would love to even connect more to more people who are in need of our help. That's one way that we feel that you guys could help us a lot. And spreading the word that we do have these products available for them if they need it. Um, because it was a difficult in the beginning to spread, and we connected to our community members in Lincoln Heights, so like, hey, let them know that we have these things for them if they need it. And also spreading the word if they need a job that we are going to hire after as well still. So
Wow,
that's
that's
how you can help us out and help out the community more.
very cool. And have you ever heard of the Lincoln Heights Farmers Market?
I have heard. I haven't gone. I've gone to the Highland Park one.
Okay.
I never gone to the Lincoln Heights one. But I know it started not that recently,
Yeah. I was wondering.
but
Yeah, I was wondering, could you guys, set up shop at a farmer's market, to get your name out there? To also just like be a part in the middle of the community. You can bring cakes, you can bring whatever you may like and
yeah,
money.
yeah, I know. And because we have a lot of our stores have a farmers market near, like our Pasadena store. It's literally right next to where the farmers market happens, and we have thought of that being part of that farmers market. It's just a little bit hard when it comes to like logistics
Yeah.
part of area. But we are thinking of doing that this coming up year to be part. Not only that, but our we have a small employees um, of number, so it's a little harder to be out there too. But we're hoping with this rest of the year we go a little bit bigger, so we're able to be out there as well. Because we most of the time when the farmers markets happen, we still get all the guests coming in and use like our restroom because they need it,
Mhm.
or something to drink quickly because sometimes they can't find something to drink quick there because of the lines. So so we want to make sure that our store is open for them to be able to use the necessities that they need, and hopefully in this coming the rest of the year we are part of the Lincoln Heights Farmers Market.
That'd be awesome to have you all, just
Yeah.
putting the word, and also, at our board meetings, perhaps you can send an email or something we can print out, something we can deliver to our board, to put flyers at the farmers market, to advertise you guys, to tell them about the resource in the community, or any other type of stickers or anything you have to reach an additional audience. You know,
Yes,
so we'll be willing
yes,
to
of course. And we
input.
also were part of one an event that happened at the Plaza. I think it's called Plaza Raza in
Mhm.
Lincoln Heights Park. Um, we were there once, and that's how why we want to be more. Right now, it's a team of two on our marketing team, so it's a little harder for us, and we're like the persons that go out there
Mhm.
because we know our stores need that extra help still. Um, but we were there once at the Plaza Raza, and it was really amazing to be part of. It's called Concha Con. It's all about conchas,
Yeah.
and we were there handing out stickers to the kids that they could color in or stamp. and we want to be more part like that, connecting one-on-one interface with the community and a community event. So yeah, we hope that we are part of that soon, and we'll be sending you information, for, of course, and send us information back so we could be part of anything that's going on.
That sounds fun. I've seen that on the website. Was that the paint day? That
I think so.
okay,
Yeah,
that's very
yeah,
cool. That's very cool. I've seen that.
yeah. It was a very powerful and motivating event to see all the community who is in love of pan dulce be there together, and I myself, I have never visited there before, even if I'm a mirror. So to me it was amazing to see how the Lincoln Park community has become closer and closer every single time more. And before, there was not so much. I remember when I was younger, there was not so much resources available for upcoming students or any stuff like that. To see now how Lincoln Heights is changing and having all these, like the farmers market,
Mhm.
um, more resources for the library. They were hosting free movie screenings from Frozen 3 in the
Mhm.
beginning before the pandemic started. To see all of that being be more in the community available, it's amazing, and we want to be part of that.
Well, you're welcome. Um, is there anything else you would like to say to the city of Lincoln Heights while we have you right now?
Yes, that we're here for you and we're here to support you, and we're all in this together, and no matter what, we will always find a way to be able to help the community. And we know that this is a little bit of hard times, but we're gonna get through this, and we're here to serve you and make you feel comfortable and be a part of our Monarca family.
All right, we'll do. We'll put this on our blog, and we're going to get the word
Yeah. Yes. And if they need more information, they could visit our website at www.lamonarcabakery.com, and they could get more information on how to order online there too if they want to go to our stores. And because I know things are opening up and a lot of people still don't feel very safe to go out. So we have all our services still available if they want to keep that social distancing from home.
out. Thank you. Make it so
Oh,
accessible and effective
thank
for
you.
people. I really give kudos. We said it's a two-person marketing team right now. We're running like a 50-person marketing team.
Yeah.
Right? One person.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
Amazing.
But we love what we do, and we want to make sure that our community is there first. And luckily, because we've always put our community first, we've been able to see the impact, how the outcome of the impact from last year to this year. So it's always community first, and that's all.
Thank you so much. You keep that passion, and I'll let you know as soon as this video drops on our blog. It should be a week or 2 weeks. Thank you so much. Just keep that smile, just like you
Oh,
always
thank
do.
you so much. Thanks.
All right. Any more questions for me?
um, how can you help La Monarca?
How can I help? My first thing is to maybe come in and taste one of your favorite items. And I'm going to come in and have one of those coffees that you mentioned as well. I just
Yeah.
can't wait to come support a business who is doing so much for the community from the inside out. To the part where you was about to think about how to make hand sanitizer. You really want to
Yeah.
help the community. So we
Yeah.
So anything I can do to just transfer money, currency, or spread the word, through voice, you definitely have my support now too. From next over
Oh, thank you.
7 to Lincoln Heights bid, we'll love to just keep this relationship going.
Yes. Same as.
All right. Well, thank you, and I'll be sending you an email soon. And also, since you mentioned earlier in the interview, you had screenshot. You could send me screenshots of the shares and things of that sort that people was posting from the influencers, because that would be something good
Oh yeah.
I can add to the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. I'll see. Cause I need to remember if I have them saved.
Okay. Well, you
But
probably
yeah, I'll
just
send
send
them to
me
you.
yeah, it's whatever you can get. It's like 2 or 3 or something like that.
Yeah, it was amazing to see because we even got people ordering. There's one person that was that got they got stuck in England, and they were trying to send a cake for the baby shower inside the house that they were having, because the sister got stuck in England and she sent a cake
Wow.
to her sister all the way from over there from us. Yeah, so
So,
we're not just we're also globally now.
globally, saving the world globally.
Yeah.
Like the next big thing in America, I see you in the whole world.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Making sure that everyone's still connected.
I like that.
Mm.
Social impact drives it at the heart, and people respond to that well. And
Hmm.
I hope that everyone keeps on coming to support you in the pandemic, after the pandemic, and we hope have a long, prosperous future.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely be sharing more stuff with you. Mhm.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Martha. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having us and having me.
Yeah, for sure. And you have a great day. Okay.
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.